What's going on, folks? Back from the Toronto Sports Card Expo. Started Thursday, goes till today, Sunday. Filming this Saturday night. I could only make it Saturday. I was thinking about going in Friday because my afternoon freed up, but at the last second I just bailed because I didn't want to come home in the traffic that is the GTA. So got there immediately upon getting in. Ran into who I'd been texting with, Ken Booth from Ken's Cardboard, and an oldie but a goldie gentleman, Walter from Placata Cards. I don't know if some of you remember. He used to do openings with his they do box breaks and pack openings with his sons, and he just kind of stopped because his kids were showing less interest, and he's very busy, active, coaching baseball and involved with the kids hockey. So good for him. Sometimes, that family time's more important than being on YouTube. Also met up with my good buddy Dave, who's probably watching. He was the one that had the 3 cards the other day in my PSA reveal. Sat and had some beers. I had a couple beers with Dave and a couple beers with Carlos because I'm Carlos. We sat down and talked in the food court for a bit. Ran into Steven with the PH, who he released his video tonight. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Another one to the Jackie collection, which his Jackie collection is getting unreal. I can't wait till, I don't know if it'll ever be done because you can always find even some modern stuff, but the bulk, the basis of it is like what he picked up today was, and I won't spoil it in case you haven't gone and watched it, but it was like, wow, like what a stunner. So real happy that he got that. And I think that's all I see. Oh, one gentleman, Dave Arch Bell, who's in my neck of the woods, and he was going to go to Strongsville. He watches a lot of the YouTube videos. Try to convince him to start his own channel. He comments right now, so hopefully he does. He's retired, so he says he's got a lot of time on his hands, so you never know. He may just do that. But yeah, so it was good to meet him because he's commented before, and like I said, he offered me tickets to Strongsville, but I already had them. But just a nice gesture because he wasn't going down. So anyways, try and get through this quickly, turn this around. I don't have a ton to show off, but enough that'll, try and keep this under 10 minutes. So sit tight. Okay, so this is in no particular order, but drawn a blank. The Sportscaster cards. This one guy had a ton of boxing. And the ones in plastic he wanted $5 a piece for, which I'm okay with that. I think this one is Joe. Is this Joe Lewis? They're just talking about the heavyweight championship on that, but that is definitely Joe Lewis. Sugar Ray Robinson, Jack Dempsey, Larry Holmes, Floyd Patterson, and another Joe Lewis. So those ones were all $5. And then he had a stack here that he had them for $2. And I said, if I took them all, could you work me out a deal? And he said, yeah, I'll give you all these for $1 a piece. So, I mean, there's different boxers, Carpentier and Dempsey fight. There's Carpentier, Ezzard Charles, Primo Carnera, just $1 a piece. So I think I spent $100 on all of those. Plus there was these mixed in. So we got sumo and kickboxing and taekwondo, just different kind of stuff, right? Wrestling, Swiss wrestling, kendo, the way of the sword, the fighting dress. So, I don't know, just different things. But this was probably the coolest piece. And I believe this to be Harvard back in the day, an image playing hockey. I was actually with Carlos at the time and paid $20 for it, but it looks like it was mailed. I don't know. She talks about what's she say here? Sunday, blah blah blah. But mailing it to Cambridge, Mass, and 1922, February 11th. So over 100 years ago, and the stamp would definitely note that. But just, I don't know, woman talking. I couldn't even make out all the writing, but someone may want to translate with my eyes and the fancy cursive writing. But it's just a cool image. And like I said, I don't know. That might be mailed back to Cambridge, Mass. I think Harvard's in Cambridge. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I thought maybe they were right downtown Boston, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so just a very cool image of young men playing hockey on a frozen sheet. Couple things I'm throwing in here. Well, one thing. I wanted to throw this in because I never showed it off. I picked it up in a Facebook group. This is second year Red Kelly card. It's a PSA 2. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some creasing up there, but it really blends in well. So, but I just thought this was in my group, and a guy was selling it for $45 Canadian shipped. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. Not that I'm collecting the set or anything, but I thought, holy smokes, for that price, bring it on home. Like, I thought, pretty sharp, but I'm sure the wrinkles that maybe they show up better on camera. I don't see them looking through the camera, but I know they're there because I've seen them. But thought I'd show that off. Picked up a lot of 463-64 Parkhurst. We've got Mr. Ralph Backstrom. We also have Mr. Gordon Red Berenson. That's his rookie card. I believe this is this is Bill Hickey. Thought it was Dave Ballin. Bill Hickey. And the last one had a little fading. I got the Bellevue too. So I don't know. I'm sitting there going, I got 4 and I got a good deal. Do I build the set? No. Right from scratch? Who knows, though? I see them all the time in my Facebook group, so, I pick up a few here and there. Why not? And then you have to bear with me 1 second. I picked up more for my 1960 Parkhurst set, so I kind of want to put these. I mean, they're going to be out of order, but in order, and you'll get what I'm talking about. So it's the Leafs. Numerically, the Leafs are first, followed by Detroit. So picked up Jerry Amon, card number 8. Mark Rayum for Detroit, 25. Coach Sid Abel, 23. Val Fontaine, that's his rookie card. Got these from Colin Murray, who sets up great. Had 5 booths worth. I said you could park a truck in his back area. Alex Del Vecchio, Brian Smith, and your friend of mine, Mr. Norm Ullman. I think I have 2 of these autographed, but I had to pick that up. And then from the Habs, we've got Bob Turner, one of the lines from Montreal. So it's Donnie Marshall, Dickie Moore, and Henri Richard are not one of the lines, but just 3 of the players posing. Ab McDonald, the Pocket Rocket, Henri Richard, and then Andre Pronovo. So good chunk of vintage. And then working on upgrading my 71 set. So my Lafleur is like a 1, and I'm really against this KSA stuff, but the price was right on this Lafleur for a 3.5. I'm probably gonna crack it out because I don't believe it's truly a 3.5. I think it might be more like a 2. I'm gonna have to look at it. I mean, it looks pretty good for a 3.5, but you know, under further review, it may be shoddy. So, and then upgraded some the Perot Rookie of the Year card, Johnny Busick All-Star, the Wayne Cashman, and the Gilles Velmier. And I had a raw Dryden with my set, and a guy from Facebook was advertising a PSA 6. He had 2 of them. He said he was going to be at the show, so we made arrangements to meet, and I heard from him. We couldn't find each other because he was stuck doing a deal. Finally, I said, to hell with it. I'm just going to go. And as I was jumping into my car, which was parked pretty close to the front door, he said, hey, you want to meet? And I said, yeah, come outside. Told him what vehicle I was driving, and we did the deal. Picked up this beautiful Ken Dryden O-Pee-Chee in a PSA 6. It's funny, the guy that I bought all of this vintage off of, he showed me 3 Drydens he had in one showcase. They were all PSA 10s. They were all O-Pee-Chee, and I was just like, I can't even imagine what that would go for. I'm guessing 30, 40, 50,000. I have no idea. But this was the nicer of the 2, and it's centered pretty decently. Back is really clean, and I mean, that'll go with my Lafleur and my Dion in the set. They're the biggies. I think I only need, I am missing the 2 checklists, and one of them, number 111, is a big purchase. So I may have to, I mean, even with that, I may just, even if I can find it marked for a couple $100, I would buy that, because I don't need a high-grade checklist, even though it is a high-demand card. It's just not worth it for me. So I've obviously gone over the 10-minute mark, because I think on this segment of showing the cards, I'm at 10 minutes. So that's all I'm going to show you for now. I'll include a picture of me, Walter, and Ken, who we snapped a photo when we first got there. But that's all I got for you today. It was a good, successful day. Like I said, this Saturday night, I'm scheduling it to come out Sunday morning, and then my regular TTM video will be out on Monday. So hope you're all doing well. Take care.